Special thanks to our sponsors for sending us to Computex 2019.
What's going on, everyone? Here at the Be Quiet booth at the Nangang Exhibition Hall, and we've got a really cool case to focus on in this video. This is the Pure Base 500. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the price up front. $70 for the base model. That's going to include a closed-off left side panel, your sound damping material on the right panel. And then you get this nice kind of mesh material on both the left and right side, and a little bit on the bottom as well for extra airflow, which we'll be sure to test in a dedicated video. We have a dedicated basement that extends all the way across from front to back. We do have a cutout up here, so if you want to stuff up to a 360mm fan rad combo, that support is included. That's something you won't find in the H500 from NZXT. Again, up to ATX, maybe slightly larger than standard ATX motherboards, 7 PCIe slots at the rear, and 2, I believe these are Pure Wings to 140mm fans, so one at the rear and then one at the front. So you actually get two top panels with this case. One is more closed off, has nice triangles for some exhaust at the rear, kind of like what we saw with the Dark Base 700. And then if you want to swap that out for a full mesh panel, check this out. It's not your typical mesh panel. There's actually a really nice frame with the Be Quiet logo here toward the front. And by the way, if you're wondering about hardware support up top, up to a 240mm fan rad combo, or you can put two 140mm fans up top. You might not be able to fit that 280 rad though, because it's probably going to interfere with your motherboard. The case is fairly wide though, and that's why you can fit a 140 at the rear. Up front, I/O, you got two USB 3.0 ports. I don't expect USB Type-C with a case in this price range, so that's okay. And then we've got microphone, headphone jack, and then your dedicated power button. Has a nice firm click. Feels good. And if we remove this right panel, you can see we got the sound damping material here. Really nice to see that included in a $70 case. Against the motherboard tray, we've got two extra SSD brackets. Actually, it's one big bracket you can remove with a thumb screw. Really nice to see that. Excellent use of wasted space. And then we've got space for cable management here, so you can run like your 24-pin through here. It's covered by this bracket. The bracket itself can house two SSDs actually toward the front. You're seeing in this B-roll here what those SSDs would look like if those spaces are occupied. We've got plenty of tie mounts here, and you get these Velcro straps included as well, which is really nice. Plenty of space down below for a full-size ATX power supply. You can move this hard drive cage, by the way, a little more forward if you want room for that 360mm fan rad combo, or just three 120mm fans. Doesn't really matter. So about an inch further forward. That will restrict power supply space a little bit, but this is what we get in these MATX, not MATX, but mid-tower cases. So that's a worthy trade-off in my opinion. Gives you a bit of flexibility. And we're going to show you a couple more colors now, because it's not just black. You guys saw the B-roll from the white build. We've also got kind of like a gunmetal gray. It's not official yet, but I think it looks really good. So this is that gunmetal gray. Again, not an official color yet, but they will offer two different colors apart from black. There is a premium, only about $5 here for the gunmetal gray or the white variant, so that'll bump the price up to $75. And I didn't mention this earlier, but if you want a tempered glass panel, and Kyle, you can see it right here, it's just slightly tinted. So that's very tasteful. I don't like the really dark tint, especially on the white cases. So if you want the glass panel, that's going to be another $10. So the most expensive version of this case, like for example, the gunmetal gray with a tempered glass panel, is going to come in at about $85, which I think is still pretty good. Being able to keep the price under $100 and include all these features is really good. So great job and Be Quiet. I can't wait to test the airflow properties of this case. Looks like it'll be okay. It's not going to be the best, but I don't think it's going to be the worst. So we'll test all that in a future video. Stay tuned for that. Special thanks to Be Quiet for sponsoring us at CES 2019, making these videos possible, and we'll catch you in the next one. This is Science Studio. Thanks for learning with us.